This desert is 55 million years old. So if you saw our previous vlog, then you know we just landed in Windhoek, Namibia. So we're at Saadiq's uncle's house checking out his place and seeing the city, and his house was absolutely phenomenal. And the houses in his neighborhood were crazy. Afterwards, we went to Saadiq's family farm, and it is massive. Like, they have so much land in Namibia, it's crazy. And of course, I had to find a crystal and show Saadiq. Namibia has been going through a drought recently, so a lot of the farm is just dry and barren, unfortunately. And then we saw two guys riding into town on a donkey and carriage, and I was like, this is crazy, where am I? And that's a shot of what was the river. It's dried up, obviously, because of the drought.
Warthog?
Yeah, the warthog.
At this point, I felt like we've been driving forever, but this is a shot of his uncle's house on the farm, and this is where the workers live. It's kind of dilapidated. Oh. These are the goats, and there's chickens there too. I was so excited. I love animals, and there were so many little baby goats that were so cute. And this is a random cow. Obviously, it's one of Saadiq's family members' cows, but he was just out here by himself chilling. I'm like, what are you doing? But if you farm, you know animals go out to graze and then they come back. So once he saw us, he immediately went back home. Of course, Saadiq is a workaholic, so here he is tattooing Maritza. Hey Maritza, if you're watching, she was getting her first tat.
Probably. It's down here random, dude.
Next up was Nikki, and this wasn't her first tat, so she did real well. Sat like a tank. I find women sit better than men. That's a hot take, though. Is this a sock?
Yes.
Yes. Here are pictures of us at the family braai, which in Namibia is their version of a cookout. So they threw a cookout for us so Saadiq could see his family and I could meet everyone. I had a great time. I ate great food. I mean, they really know how to cook meat out there. Why?
So boom, we at my grandma's house now. Here's our lazy boy Bolo, chilling as always. And you can see this what my grandma's house is looking like, our little compound. Then we had to cram into this bus like sardines and take this drive up to Itasha National Park. It was about a 6-hour drive. It was alright, nice scenic route. You saw a lot of cattle, saw a lot of goats with their farmers just herding and grazing on the side. You could see some giraffes, you could see some baboons on the way. So it was a scenic drive. And then here you could see, this is what our accommodations look like. The rooms was pretty nice. And then it was all connected to this path that you take up to the main lobby where we had this insane view. It was beautiful. You could see some animals grazing down there. I mean, it was insane.
Hoe gaat het met jou?
Goed.
Goed, baie goed.
Baie goed. Ekowali foko.
Don't say that. I'm gonna have to blur that.
It's okay. We did a lot of driving today, so anyone that knows me knows I don't like sitting in a car for long. But we're here now at a safari, so yeah. The views are nice. The accommodations have been nice so far. The people are nice, so. Hoe gaat dit met jou?
Baie goed.
Okay.
The drive here was like 6 hours. Oh, but very beautiful. And I'm excited. They have elephants and giraffes here. Maybe some, do they have lions?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But I feel like they definitely have elephants, so. You don't want to.
It's real cheese.
Alright, we in the field now. We on the game drive, and first up we got these tall motherfuckers, these giraffes. Look at the little baby go crossing the street. These was really cool to see. They're very, very tall in person. It was actually amazing to see that. And then next up, we started seeing lines of zebras. They was walking single file like we was in the 3rd grade. I was kind of confused, like all this space and these dudes is just one behind another. They're just striped donkeys for real. Look at the little baby in front. And then this dude just eating his own backside. Like, come on, bruh. And then, yeah, we started seeing some good springbok. These little leaping deer looking joints, they're very cool. They come by like the hundreds. Like, we saw large families and gatherings of these. Saw some ostriches. We ain't want to mess with them for real. We know how ostriches get down. And then we started seeing a lot of wildebeest on some Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, if you know, you know. And then we started coming across some herds of oryx. These are very exotic looking, almost like a larger version of the springbok with just the larger horns. I believe they eat a good amount of these in Namibia as well. They're plentiful. Very exotic looking birds we came across. And then, yeah, you can see more of the baby wildebeest. These are very interesting in person because they almost have stripes like zebras, like on the side. And we started seeing large herds of them. I mean, they were taking cover. They were trying to shelter from the heat because it was sweltering out that joint. I promise you, lesser animals would have melted for real. Yeah, look at the stripes. Exotic. And then here's a very large herd of springbok over by a watering hole. They were literally there by the thousands, just single file with the line leader and all. Huge herd of wildebeest with them too. I guess they're men, you know what I mean? And yeah, we was able to get very, very close to the zebra. He was chilling by himself about 10 feet away.
Where are we? Listen,
We with the cheetahs.
Oh, you're so cute. You kind of meow. Like, hurry up. It's coming, Baba. Oh my God, how cute. Yo.
Big one.
Yeah. This is the boy.
So they were feeding the cheetahs giraffe meat, and I was like, well, can I touch it? And they were like, sure. So they let me touch the giraffe meat, and of course Sadiq doused me in hand sanitizer afterwards because germs. But it was pretty cool. I'm not sure why they were feeding them giraffe meat. I guess that's just what they caught for the day, so rest in peace to that giraffe. And then obviously this is a hyena. I personally believe hyenas get bad reps because of Lion King, but I think they're just so cute. They're kind of like wild, ferocious dogs.
Can I pet that dog?
There were actually 2 hyenas in this enclosure, and this one had been rescued from a fire. Oh lol, he coming. This is actually a brown hyena, and they do not hunt like the previous hyenas shown. They just eat dead meat, aka they're scavengers. But this was the first time I had ever seen this type of hyena, so I thought it was pretty cool. This is a male leopard, and there was also a female leopard in the enclosure with him, but she was hiding, and he was up on the tree to warn us and to protect her. Like, he did not like us. I think out of all the big cats we saw, this is one I would not want to see in the wild because he was dead set on killing us. Here are the lions. As you can see, they're chilling under a big tree, and we had to throw meat at them to get them to come out, but it was so hot. It was like 110 degrees. And when it's that hot outside, lions chill under the tree until nighttime, and that's when they come out and do their hunting, which is also why we didn't see any lions or cheetahs or big cats during our game drive. As you can see, we're back in the car. Mans is back on road. We're on our way to Swakopmund, which is about 6 hours away by car from Itasha, so another long drive.
So we on the coast now in a town called Swakopmund on the western coast of Namibia. This is where everyone will come to go to the beach and visit the desert, see where the desert meets the ocean and all that good stuff. We did a little bit of ATV riding in the middle of the desert, and I do mean the middle of the desert. I mean, check it out, like there's nothing around but sand. Very humbling being out in the middle of the desert where anything could happen to you and no one's gonna hear about it, but it was really fun. Tour guide was good. He let us go super fast, like top speeds on the ATV, and we just cruised home. Cruising back now, just chilling, catching a vibe, enjoying the views a little bit. They had me looking like a lunch lady with the hairnet, but it's all good.
So the next day we went on a seal excursion because apparently Namibia has 2 million seals, which is crazy because they have all the animals you'd see in the Serengeti and seals. So this seal jumped up on the boat and sat right next to me. It was so cool.
Of Canada. There the orcas are targeting the white beluga.
Oh,
and the
wow.
beluga is on the endangered list. So I tried to Google what animal can kill an orca. Nothing.
Yes, those are flamingos, and yes, they were so cool to see in person, and there were so many of them. And honestly, I'm like, what doesn't Namibia have? They have giraffes, they have lions and cheetahs, they have freaking seals and flamingos. Like, it's a never-ending nature documentary. Next, they gave us a quick tour of the salt mines, and that's salt that you see being poured out into that mound. And I didn't realize how long it takes to get sea salt. It takes 5 years, which is insane. I thought they just took the salt from the ocean, evaporate the water, and boom, there's salt. But there's like 18 different steps.
So now we're doing a tour of where the desert actually meets the ocean. So we hopped in these Jeeps and drove through the desert for a couple hours to this spot where you could see the dunes go right up to the beach. Very dope. I just climbed to the top of this dune. Let me show y'all the view. That shit was hard. My fucking toes are cramping. Fuck. Boom, all the way down to the sea. Look at Talia go. Look at her go. I don't know how the fuck we're supposed to get down. But it's crazy up here. It is fucking crazy. You're almost here. You're almost here.
Everybody else quit.
Yeah, because they suck. We're hard as nails. We're the 2 hardest fucking geezers out here. Look at us. Only we get to enjoy this view. Look at us.
At this point, I couldn't even talk because I was being pelted by sand, but I'm happy I made it.
On top of the world right here, surreal feeling, surreal views. Namibia has to be one of the most beautiful places on earth, and you can see why. Blessed to have been able to experience this.